Hello and welcome to Daytona, Milton Keynes, and in this video we do a sprint race in the SODI SR5 class karts, and yeah, watch the whole video because I do beat my brother, spoiler alert, because last time I think I lost to him by a kart's length, so you'll see my reaction at the end of this video, but yeah, enjoy the video. Right, so we are heading into our first practice slash qualifying session. It was really big. There was like 34 karts for this sprint race in total, so it was very packed. It was hard to get a good lap, but yeah, let's see how well I can place. And as we come around the final corner, this is the end of our practice qualifying session. So let's go get gridded up. Right, we are waiting for the 5 lights. I am 1 place behind my brother. He's in P10, I'm in P11. Let's see the launch. And off we go. It's a decent start. Everyone's moving about in their carts. My brother does block me off as soon as he gets in front of those cones. Going into turn 2, I think someone goes around the outside here. Yeah, that didn't go too well already. And then someone else, and I get jump scared. And someone spun out in the first lap. It's very eventful already. I hit that guy. Yep. Whoa. Bit of language there, but I think that's justified for the moment. My brother was getting attempted murder on, so we move on. There's a big spin and my brother gets caught up in that. He's the one that slid into one of the carts. We are capitalising on this as we let someone through, because they're much quicker. But I'm just trying to make a massive gap between me and him now, so I can secure being in front of him. That is literally the main target for this race. You can see everyone else piling up, going into the final corner as we approach turn 2. Hunting down this car in front. Sorry for the really shaky camera, and it is a bit it's pointed a bit too high. Sorry, I can't speak. It just wasn't set up properly, so I'll try and make that better for next time, but you can still see fine. It's not that much of an issue. Cart spun out, going into the final hairpin. Sorry, not the final hairpin, the second to last one, so that's like turn 9, 10, I don't really know. You get the point. Still hunting down cart 26. We are on pretty similar pace. Just waiting for a mistake. Cart number 2 is just flying. I've got no idea. He was quite aggressive during this race though, so we'll have to wait for that. These are just putting it away now. I think I get a better exit, so we'll try get a little slipstream up the back straight. Tuck the head down. Someone spun out just before the final corner. Not sure how that happens. Big slide going into turn 2, probably lost some time. Lots going on through that corner, managed to avoid any contact. And it's a yellow flag, so we have to stay behind the people. I mean, these guys weren't even going half race speed, they were going like a fifth of race speed. Like, these guys were going so slow. This is why you lose time. And then people behind you, and there goes my brother. Like, come on. I'm not sure if you saw on the board there, it did say calm down too. Yeah, and for that exact reason. Kart 2 goes on the inside, I follow. Since that gap is already made. A lot is going on into the first corner, past someone going like 10 miles an hour. We need to try get past kart number 2 and 32, which is my brother. If you haven't caught on already. Kart 2's looking down the inside as he can get it. Kart 2 does make it past. That gets me nice and close up to the bumper of kart number 32. Following all the way down to the back straight. Maybe get a better exit. Nope. Gonna get a little slipstream though. Keeping on him. Go down the inside. We're still side by side. Going into the final corner. Gonna attempt to switch back. Still going. I signal that it's my corner and I've taken it. I'm still doing quite defensive lines, so I want to keep this position. But we have secured being in front for now. I see him directly behind me, so I'm just being aware of when he's going to try and make a move. Back straight, I have a horrible exit, probably down to pressure from him behind me. Or maybe he gave me a bump, I can't remember to be honest. That is not him, that's someone a lot quicker than me, but I keep it down the inside. Heading to the final corner. Car number 9. My brother appears out of nowhere. I'm going to keep it. We're going side by side in the turn run. I let him go through because I really don't want to end up in the barriers trying to fight it through that little S section. But we still do have a lot of the race left, so we will be able to capitalise on a mistake. Gets a little bump there. I try to go on the outside, there's no room. There's no space because they're just taking up the whole track. So I lose time because of that, and then about 1 million people start coming through, but that's fine. We're still staying close. Send it down the inside once again. We are too wide once again. I go for another switch back. It's not the same positioning, but I still make it work. Got the inside for that corner, and we retake being in front of him. So we just try and make a big gap again, and there's about a million people just deciding to have a nice little chat as they go past. So we get around that guy and we go on the outside. Heading for the late apex. This corner is very tricky to get right. And I'm still unsure if I killed someone or they tried to kill themselves. Because I was just taking... There's nowhere I could have gone. In reality, I'm taking the corner, right? And then she decides to... Or he, whoever, decides to cut in front of me. So that's not really my fault in the end of the day. But I didn't get a black flag. I just got told to calm down, so we are fine. About 4 carts have spun out in that second to last corner. Still chasing cart number 32 with 7 minutes to go. I couldn't tell from the clock there. We're getting nice and close once again. Oh, big slide. That was not a good exit, but we're still close. Catching up to some back markers. Hopefully this will be easy enough. I think we go on the outside here. We do. This guy wasn't really letting it go. I was trying to signal to him, but yeah, I think he did eventually. Not sure what that noise was, but let's not pay too much attention to that. It's probably because it was like 32 degrees while we were doing this, so... Someone spun out. Heading into the final corner once again. Trying to get in front of car number 32. We're on this bumper now. See if a move can appear. Not yet, we're still close. We were pretty similar pace throughout this whole race. I think there was maybe half a second at most in between us, so it was very similar pace. And down the inside I go. I think we might stay. Yeah, we're staying side by side. I feel like I'm far too back, so I give him the position. I go down the inside once again and I take it because he had a horrible exit. I think I was looking at the sign, that's why it's pointed so high up. Yeah, that's what I said, calm down. This guy's going really slow, so we just send it down the inside on him. And then my brother decides to barge his way through. So he just let me through, very kindly of him. So we just try to defend this position once again. Big slide. I apologise again if the camera angle is not the best, but you can see in the end of the day. Get past these two back markers, going down to the final back straight. Get a good exit off of there. We try to get a bit of a slipstream from the guy in front. We do. He almost kills me through that corner, but I just take a bit more curb and survive. So that should hopefully put a cart between me and my brother. Unless he also got through. Someone else decides they're just a million times quicker than me, but I get a good exit, I look, and I just don't have the straight line speed, so I go back behind them for the slipstream. Ooh, that hurt. Not quite sure how that happened. You kind of maybe braked too much and tapped the back of this car in front. But all I remember, it hurt. But we survived, so it's fine. And Park 26 decides they want to overtake now. So we're going to try to stay on him, but I think he just disappears. This is lovely. I get a horrible exit, my brother gets through. He gives you a great look as he comes past. Side by side going into the second final head. Yeah, it doesn't work if you go on the outside, spins out. But now a big gap has formed between you and my brother, so we need to close that down. That gap looks to be... Oh, wait, I did go wild on the exit. That gap looks to be being closed down from the guy in front of my brother. He looks to be giving him a hard time. My brother does get past, so we need to clear this back marker as well now. Get a lovely slipstream. We've got a 3-person slipstream going down the back straight. Definitely got a bit of extra speed from that. Oh, it's chaos. I'm staying right behind my brother. He lets that guy through, and then someone else comes through as well, which is lovely. But I take the opportunity to send it down the inside. And I've retaken the lead for my brother. We've got car number 11 in front of us now. A bit slower there. Whoa, my brother sends it down the inside. Doesn't work, there's about a minute of the carts. I do bump the cart in front of me. give him a sign to get out of my way. Because I need to get away from my brother, because I think this is the lap before the final lap. Yellow flag, this is just what I want, when we're going to the final back straight. Keep my foot pinned as we start going up. Not trying to lose any time. That guy, he's probably quicker, so I'm trying to fight that. Looking around me, I think he was pretty far back at this point. I think he did gain here because this guy started to go really slow. Gonna have a horrible exit. Another guy came through. Take the inside on him. I think he's on the outside. He's gonna beat me to the lights. But there's my celebration for beating my brother. What an in lap this will be. I was pretty excited. Not quite sure what I was doing there with my hands. Probably just trying to stretch it, because your wrists do hurt by the end. It is quite physical. Little fist bump. I think I enjoy myself too much here. I think I do a bit of weaving. Alright, heading into the pits now to end that session off. And my brother did keep bumping me as we were going into the pits. There you go. Yeah, I do a couple brake checks as well. There you go. Alright, that will conclude today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you watched the whole thing, because it is quite a lengthy video, so I don't imagine a lot of people watched the whole thing. But if you did, thank you very much. And I will be back karting or driving soon, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. And I will see you in the next one.